This is exactly the marketing secret that Lego, one of the world's largest e-commerce brand that is manufacturing toys, is using to increase the AOV, reduce the churn rate without having to spend a lot of money on ads. And funny enough, this is exactly one of the marketing techniques that I learned from a $10,000 sales and marketing masterclass. I'm literally gonna spill it everything for free in this video. And by the end of this video, the principle that I'm gonna share is exactly what your brand is missing. I'm gonna tell you it's not about just selling your product, it's about engineering a demand around your product. So guys, welcome. My name is Zakria Noordin, and I have 2 years of experience in working for a global luxury retail with an LTV of over $500,000 in personal sales. For the purpose of the video, before I jump into the 3 steps that these brands are taking to get their marketing catapult, I'm gonna lead you by an example of why this principle works. For the sake of this video, I'm gonna be taking an example from the book Influence by Robert Cialdini. In the book Influence, Robert Cialdini, he gives a consistency principle example where he's comparing at how toy companies are making money. Because as you know, toy companies are unlike other businesses. They do not make sales every single month. They have a really high challenge of hitting their target after the high in demand season, because most of the profit they generate is during that high demand season. Funny enough, the kind of marketing technique the toy companies came up with is very interesting. So right before Christmas, what these toy company does is they heavily advertise on a specific toy which is really hyped upon. And this advertising is going to create a sense of obsession around children. And children are going to pester their parents on buying it. And once the parents, they commit a decision on buying it. So what they're using is once the customers come in to buy, it is sold out. And they do this intentionally. They understock it to create scarcity. And what they do is they provide alternatives that offer same kind of value for the special toy. So since the parents don't want to go back to the children empty-handed to let them down, they would much rather buy an alternative. And little did they know what they're buying is a two-way ticket. After Christmas, they're gonna re-advertise on that very hyped special toy. The kids are gonna see it and they're gonna pester parents again. And parents, because they committed to the decision, they are gonna buy it even though the situation has changed. And this is increasing the AOV for these toy companies. Instead of one, they're buying it multiple times because they're capitalizing on the principle of consistency. So consistency refers to a cognitive bias where people strive to align their actions based on the previous commitments or promises they've made before. And it doesn't matter, even if the situation changes, they strive for it. And I'm gonna walk you guys through exactly how you guys can implement into your e-commerce business. So I've created a small points that I'm going to be sharing with you guys today on how to create and apply these strategies into your marketing. So step 1 is to create scarcity. Before launching or restocking your supplements, don't just say it's going to be coming soon. Instead, just tease them with the limited availability. For example, we are considering bringing this back, but only for those who are truly wanting it. If you would like or interested, you can join our VIP waiting list. So what this does is create a sense of scarcity, and this is creating a reason, putting themselves into the waiting list, because people buy what they can't. And that is the underpinning fundamental principle. So what the psychology playing is when people think something might not return, they feel an internal urgency to act. So when they take a small step like committing to join a waiting list, this is triggering the consistency effect. Because they've already shown interest, they're gonna feel an internal pressure to stay consistent with that decision when it becomes available. So once we restock and we let them know, they feel like they have to stay consistent with their earlier commitment. So this is significantly gonna increase our chances of getting the purchase done. Step 2 is also very important. It is qualifying your customers before they purchase it. So that rather than instantly letting them know that we are going to be restocking our supplements or your e-commerce brand product, you have to create a feeling of exclusivity. For example, I'll show you one. Only 200 bottles will be available for our VIPs. Apply for early access. And you can also run invite-only pre-orders where your customers can join an email or SMS list just to get an initial preference over the others. So when people feel that they have to earn the access, the product seems a lot more valuable than it actually is. Psychologically, they think if I sign up, I must really want it. they're making a personal and public commitment. Once they've done it, they feel obligated to follow through because of social proof. Because they've made a personal commitment to themselves and in a public platform, they feel obligated to finish it no matter what the situation is. So when they get an email from us saying it is available, they feel like they need to stay consistent with their actions. So this is again going to increase their chances of purchasing. So the third step is something I would like to call creating FOMO effect. It stands for fear of missing out. So once your demand around your product is high, you can open a product for 48 hours of VIP sales just before the public get access to it. So what this does is you're using social proof from customers who have used it before. For example, last time they sold out in 24 hours. If you actually sell out, don't let them know you're restocking immediately. Instead, just let the demand build for themselves and wait patiently for the next restocking. So what this psychologically does is because they've already expressed their interest in joining the waitlist, they don't want to be seen inconsistent by not buying it. So when they get an email from us, they're saying, you asked for it, you signed up, now it is here, but only for 48 hours. They think, I've been waiting for this, I don't want to back out now. So they buy the product to stay consistent with the previous action. So this is how even the big brands like Lego convert their casual buyers to their loyal customers to keep coming back for more. And I just want to say, you're not going to be selling a product. That is not the point. You're going to be engineering a demand around your product. So next time you restock your supplement brand, don't just bring it back, make them chase it. And this is the 3-step principle that the luxury brands have used, Lego have used. As a matter of fact, I've used it for my own business, for helping out my clients, and it works very well for you as well. On that note, I would like to finish this video by saying it is not about what you know, it's about what you do, what would you know. Have a wonderful day. Cheers.